So a few years back, Shaq posted on Instagram saying that the best 5 players, well, the best team ever was Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Shaq, and that there's no team that would beat those guys in a 7-game series. So what I have done today is I have made the team of, well, Shaq's all-star team. We've got Iverson, we have got peak Kobe, peak Jordan, peak LeBron, and peak Shaq. And we're going to be putting them in every single era in NBA 2K23 My Team and see how many wins they can get. Can they go 82-0 at any stage? As far as I'm aware, it's impossible. I've seen plenty of teams go 81-1. Never seen 82-0 as far as I'm aware. It is impossible, but if there's any team that's going to win, it'll be these. So I put them on the Spurs, obviously the worst team in the NBA right now. 99, 99, 98, 98, and 97. And the Spurs still have a couple of decent guys on the bench. In terms of the game plan, obviously these guys are going to be the starting 5. But Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson, not bad bench players. So let's see how these guys get on in the, well, the modern era. And they lose their 3rd game of the year. They lose their 3rd games. Like, I assume they'll win more games, probably in the one of the Bird eras or something. But they're left 13-2. Oh my god, I thought this was going to be like a freaking like 82 or 82-2 type thing. Okay, so 78-4 was the record that this team got in the modern era. Luka still going to win an MVP. Shaq winning Defensive Player of the Year. So did anyone make any of the All-NBA teams? LeBron made the 2nd team, and LeBron also made the 2nd team again. And Shaq went and made the 3rd team. I'm guessing it's going to be a sweep all the way through the playoffs. They lost the game to Golden State, but they did sweep their way through the NBA Finals. LeBron only averaging 19 a game. So it was actually Kobe as a top scorer. So every one of these guys averaged over 19 points a game. Nobody averaged more than 21.5. Nobody averaged less than 19.3. With LeBron or Jordan actually being the 5th top scorer, despite in real life probably being the best scorer of all of these. Oh, it's Jordan versus the Bulls in the NBA Finals. Okay, that is it, lads. That is the season. That is the championship for, well, Shaq's greatest team. So, Pop going and winning a championship. I mean, as expected. Let's go and get Pop his 5th ring. Or his 6th ring, sorry. He won 5 with San Antonio. First one without Tim Duncan, but he did have arguably the 5 of like the 30 greatest players of all time on his team. Let's see who wins Finals MVP in the modern era. It is LeBron James. It is LeBron going and winning Finals MVP of this team over Michael Jordan, proving again, once and for all, he is the GOAT. Okay, so last season they lost 5 games total between the playoffs and the regular season. This season, we have put them all on the Chicago Bulls. Hopefully, putting them on the Bulls will mean Michael Jordan will at least make an All-NBA team or win Finals MVP. Or at least, well, sorry, I'm not going to say Eastern Conference Finals MVP because that's not a thing yet. But yeah, so all of these guys right here, we're putting them in the Kobe era to see how many games they win. Is NBA basketball tougher back then or is it tougher now? And we have lost 2 games in a row. We're 0-2. We have the best team. We have Shaq's team and we're 0-2. 0-2. Did these guys play? Or are the other teams just Zeus in this era? Is this Reed's the toughest era of all time? I'm like so flustered that I'm like surprised that I don't even know how to go into my stats, player stats. No, none of them played. None of them played the first 2 games in the season. So let's see how they can do from now on. Like, I'm thinking surely they don't lose a game after this. They go 80-2. Okay, they've gone halfway through the season without losing a game now. And just as I say that, the curse of the commentator, they lose to Allen Iverson. So when Allen Iverson just has his normal guys, they lose. But when Allen Iverson has Shaq, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan, he loses to just Iverson and his guys. 70-3. Okay, so they, during the season, were 79 and 79-1. Not bad at all, considering they didn't play the first 2 games. LeBron going to win himself MVP. Yao Ming winning Rookie of the Year. That's kind of crazy because he was awful for the first couple of months of his NBA career. So it is LeBron making the All-NBA first team, Shaq making the 2nd team, and Jordan made an All-NBA team. At least putting him on the Bulls meant that Jordan made an All-NBA team. But it is LeBron, again, just outshining them. In the playoffs, I'm guessing they probably sweep their way through. Simulate round. Yep, they sweep their way through that round of the playoffs. Sweep their way through this round. Sweep their way through the New Jersey Nets. And wait, this is the 02-03 Suns. This Suns team sucks. I get it, it's like Marbury, Marion and stuff, but like, they were terrible. They weren't good at all. And they literally lost 1 game, and it was the Iverson, this trio. What am I talking about trio? There's 5 of them. This is not a big 3, this is a damn big 5. And they lost 1 game in the whole season, and it was to Iverson. And just like that, a season where they go, well, 16-0 in the playoffs, 79-1 in the regular season, an 95-1 record for these guys. An insanely good year for them. And it's LeBron again going and winning Finals MVP. So far in this, LeBron has a Western Conference Finals MVP. Spurs, yep, they're in the West. A Western Conference Finals MVP, an NBA MVP, and 2 Finals MVPs. And Jordan's got nothing. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Apparently Michael Jordan won Finals MVP. So that was a strange one. LeBron lifted the trophy and Jordan won Finals MVP. So I don't know. I have no idea what happened right there, but let's just say both of them won. And now we're in Jordan's era. Playing for the Washington Bullets are these 5. Let's make sure they're actually in the rotation before we do anything. Yeah, let's make sure it's the actual rotation for the team. But let's see, can they go and win 80 regular season games in Jordan's era? Let's make sure we don't get hurt. No injuries as well. Okay, they're facing Jordan's Bulls on January the 7th, which is going to be an interesting matchup here. So they beat the Bulls there by 20 on December the 14th. Completely missed that game. And 31-0 before facing off against Jordan's Bulls right here. And they're blitzing them early. They are blitzing Jordan's Bulls very early right here. This is a massacre. This is an absolute massacre. This is a 40-point game, even with a bad quarter for the Bullets. Okay, are they going to go 82-0? In Jordan's era, they went 82-0. They went 82-0, and it's LeBron winning another MVP. People said you couldn't go 82-0. They've just done it. Shaq's unbeatable team in the Michael Jordan era, proving that the Jordan era really is not that tough, is it? LeBron James going to make the All-NBA first team, Jordan making the All-NBA second team, and Shaq making the All-NBA third team, with Kobe making as well. So everyone other than Iverson made an All-NBA team there. I'm guessing it's going to be, oh, they lost the game in the first round of playoffs. They lost the game to the Bird McHale. Somehow, or is Rick Fox ever on the Celtics in 1991? The Bird and McHale. They're like almost retired Larry Bird. Celtics had a team to take a game off them. They just can't go undefeated. And they went undefeated through the end. I completely forgot the game doesn't pause for a Finals MVP. But it's Jordan. It's Michael Jordan trying to smile in that picture because he's gone and won a Finals MVP right here. Okay, so now we're into our final era, the Magic and Bird era, where we have obviously put these guys onto the Bullets again. Jeff Rowland, this guy is our best player. This guy is our next guy up off the bench. This guy, oh, this team's not going 82-0. This team can't go 82-0 this season. There is no way. There's just no way. But how good the Magic or the freaking Larry Bird Celtics team, yeah, they lost to the Celtics, and rightfully so. Like, you guys saw that mustache dude that they had as their next best player after this 5. They're losing some games. They got well beaten. They were well beaten there by Larry Bird's team. Probably going to win around 75 games. They're going to beat them well right there, but are they going to go and face the Lakers at any stage? Because they went and lost twice. So they're 1-2 against the Celtics, the only, like, the main competent team they're coming up against. Haven't faced the Lakers yet, I don't think. And they're going to beat the Lakers, thankfully. But did they lose the season series against the Celtics? I think they might have. Nope, it's 2-2. 3-2? Oh, there's less teams in the NBA. 4-2. Okay, they win the season series against the Celtics anyway. Losing 3 games, but it's LeBron with another MVP. Another era, another MVP for LeBron James. Shaquille O'Neal winning Defensive Player of the Year. And at least Jordan goes and makes the All-NBA first team. He's kinda, sorta smiling there. And yeah, why? I don't understand why this LeBron James got the Lakers picture. But I put the Heat LeBron on all the teams. But doesn't matter anyway. Kobe Bryant made an All-NBA team. Allen Iverson made an All-NBA. All 5 of them did. Going into the Magic and Bird era, surely some of these are fake players. Like, who or what is a Steve Stipanovich or a John Sundeveld? This is not a name. This is somebody when they smashed their head off a keyboard. Okay, so the Bullets 3-0 in the first round, probably 4-0 in the second round. They're facing the Philadelphia 76ers, who are stacked, by the way. They are stacked. It doesn't matter. They go sweep the Moses Malone, Dr. J Sixers. They absolutely destroy them. And it's the Bullets versus the Lakers. Bullets go 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 against the Showtime Lakers. I thought the Showtime Lakers would at least get a game. This is a massacre. This is an absolute massacre here to close out the series. Oh dear God, what the hell is this? Like this, there's no way. Like, I can't even make out who these players are on my screen. I can't even make out who these guys are. What is this? Like, I get it on era filters. I don't know who my players are. There's era filters and then there's this. Like, this is grim. Like, even like the corners of the screen. It's like, I can't even make out who my players are. There's literally like a blur on the outside of all the players. Genuinely can't make out who these guys are. And it's Shaq who's going to win finals MVP. I mean, you go back to the 80s and where big men ruled all. It's going to be Shaq going to win a finals MVP. So that's an interesting one. Both Jordan and LeBron definitively won one. And there was one where it was a bit ambiguous who won. And Shaq goes and wins the other. So to answer the question, is there any team in the history of basketball that can beat Shaq's dream team? No. There most definitely is not.